Social media gives us the illusion that we are cool, calm, and collected, and a perfect representation of life and how we have it all together. And anyone who knows me knows that that is not true. And I'm here to bust that myth open with some behind the scenes footage for you guys. So for those of you who've been subscribed for a while, you would be under no illusion how put together I am. I am as real as a real can come. And yeah, you know, stuff in my car. It's been here for 2 weeks. If you watch the vlogs, you'll know what's going on. And I was clearing up my phone and there was a whole lot of footage in there that clearly I had planned, famous last words, to do a behind the scenes of the week to match up with the vlog that was happening like back in March. And somehow I must have missed a couple of days and it just didn't all get together, and yeah, whatever. So the idea was that you would have this vlog and then it would be me, this is how it gets to you, because people are interested in that, to know, what do you do? How long does it take you to film stuff? How do you edit things? How does this work? How does that work? And let me tell you, it is not smooth sailing, which some people seem to be able to deliver, and it looks dead easy. And I pump out a lot of content, but also I am a bit of a filming and editing machine because I just keep running through the same cycle and system all the time. And some things like the cleaning, as I've said, I'm very transparent and honest. Some things, to give you one video of half an hour, it took me 3 days to film that, because I did a little bit of the pantry or a little bit of the cupboard, and then I cleaned a little bit of this and then I cleaned a little bit of that, because I have ADHD. And you know, you'll go to the pantry to put something away and there's something there that shouldn't be there, so I take that to that room and then I discover something else that's in there and then I take that back to that room, and then the day is gone. So that is kind of what some of the footage is about. I will run through some bits and pieces. I'll probably voice over any weird stuff but I just thought, let's share and have a bit of a laugh, because if you feel like you cannot get it together, we in it together. So let's go. Future editing Kelly here. So just wanted to jump in really quickly. So the next clip you'll see, it was a Friday, and clearly I had planned to, I was vlogging and we were going to do a grocery haul, and then I kind of realized some things have thrown in the spanners, and I went, oh my gosh, could you imagine if I shared like a behind the scenes thing of what's going on? So I have accidentally, and also it was back in March, deleted the, guys, we're about to go for a grocery haul and here's my plan. I think that was in the haul. I'll link the video. But now this is where I discover that the wheels are about to start falling off of things, because I got about 4 things that I wanted to do all at the same time. So let's go. So it's 2:34 in the afternoon, and I've just pulled over to the side of the road. So I am stationary, just the air con's on, because I've just had to sit here and go through my phone and look for the picture to check that I did have this little video here, $20 Audi haul, because with those markdowns I'll put that together as a bit of a TikTok video, and yeah, I had to check that out. Otherwise we would have had to drive back home again and pick up a $20 note, because I don't actually have one in my purse, to film that. So I've got that ready, but I've got it. So let's go shopping and see what else we can find. All right, it is 3:54, so we spent well over an hour in there. I can't ever make a plan and stick to it, seriously. And I kept changing my mind and taking products out and putting them back, and I'm trying to film as well so I can make a video for you guys for a grocery haul. So that's why sometimes it takes time, because you're filming, picking up the packet and putting it in there. And then at the same time I'm like, hey, I could do a TikTok video about some food stuff. So then that starts clicking in your brain. So the whole grocery shop was $53.01. If I left it a bit earlier, where I had the iced coffee and the bagels and stuff in there, I calculated it to be $50.06. Probably would have been the closest I've ever been. But I'm really happy with the markdown meat that we have. That's going to be really good for meals. And then that way I can do a haul. This week cost us $50 in food. I've still got to work out and juggle a few other things. So now I've got to go home and I get cooking to do instead of cleaning up some craft and doing some other bits and pieces that I really wanted to do. But you know, that's the life of content creator. You've got to do things when they come up, and if I don't cook this chicken, we're going to be in a world of trouble. So at least we have things there ready to go. And then I just have to do 2 lots of filming now, to film this way for TikTok and then this way for YouTube. So I have to kind of do a double film. So that's fine, but it's just, that's how that all happens. So let's go home and I'll show you a bit of at least this filming and how I'm gonna set that up. So let's go. Let's actually take this off the windscreen before we drive away. Seriously, here's a thought that just entered my brain as well. When I got home, I said to my daughter, go to Woolworths, and she's like, okay. And I think she'd just gotten out of bed. I think, or I bet, well, I know, one, that shop would have cost me a lot more, and there definitely would have been bagels inside that shop. And 2, it wouldn't have taken me an hour, because she would have expected me to get in and get out, which kind of would have been fine for like the YouTube video, but at least being there, I can do the double films, as I said. So yeah, this is why you don't take children shopping with you. All right, we need to get inside and put it away because we have frozen things. Let's go. So it's currently Friday evening. We would have just finished dinner, and now I've decided that I probably need to film the actual grocery haul. So then I've got footage there ready to go and edit. And of course the kitchen is an absolute mess, because yeah, I wanted to get dinner ready and organized. And this is what happens also when I do the grocery shopping with the hauls. I bring everything inside, but it takes a little while to actually get around to filming it, because I need some clear bench space and just to make some things look presentable. So I try and be about a week ahead of, from shopping to then filming to uploading, just so I can try and stay on top of it. Otherwise I'm pushing against time all the time, trying to edit a video and get it up on the same day, and it is just absolute nightmare. So I keep a whole lot of stuff in the bags, as long as it's not perishable stuff. It's okay there for a couple of hours, and then also it means that nobody will touch anything because often I go to film a haul and there's a packet of chips missing or something's been opened, and yeah, it can be a bit of a nightmare. I have, when I've gotten home, shoved everything away into the freezer. So now it also is double checking my receipt and going and finding all the frozen goods and putting them all out there to sort of make sure that I have everything that's here, and so I can film everything together. So I don't know if I'm actually a learn by doing or a learn by watching. It totally depends in the situation that I'm in. When I'm trying to learn new Zumba routines, I learn by watching and picking up patterns and then being able to do it. I can't dance and learn at the same time. It just doesn't work for me. But when I'm trying to work out how things are going to work for me, sometimes I just need to get in and start mucking around and playing with things to kind of figure out how it's all going to work, because I can sit there and watch as many YouTube videos as I want about lighting and setting things up, but if I don't have the equipment or kind of things that they're talking about in the video, it's just too hard to kind of put it all together. So I was lucky enough to be gifted these light boxes from the Buy Nothing group. They have been absolute godsend, but I'm still trying to figure out how to use them. So the idea here was, let's play around with the lights and see if I can light up the bedroom area enough to help clean up the craft area, because it has been on my to-do list forever, because I really want to sit down and do some junk journaling. But the thing is, I just can't sit there and do it until it's clean, but I can't get to that until I get other stuff done. And then I can't do that because everything falls at a night time, and then I'm realizing that it doesn't film well at night time, and I want to be able to deliver a semi-good video. You've seen in my cleaning videos, when I go into the bedroom, I need to put an extra light on so you guys can actually see, which is one of these light boxes. So I'm moving the light box around in the bedroom to try and figure out where is the best space. You see me turning the light on and off because I knew I was recording, so then I could look back at the footage later to see if it would light up the area enough to look good or how it would work. Ultimately, with this being in daylight, would be even better. But yeah, I just had to play around with it. Once I kind of figured out that it looked okay, I ran out of time and I ended up moving on to something else. But these are the little things that do take up time. So it's actually the next day, and so last night I had to move the light away from where it was because I had to move the bed out of the way to do so. And so then the next day I've had to put it back in the spot, turn it on again to record to see if it would be really good. I can see that it's a lot brighter with the daylight, which is helpful. And yes, I'm wearing the same clothes because that's who I am as a frugal person. I'm home, I just tend to wear the same stuff all the time. So just playing around with the lighting and to see how it all works. So I think this will be the key, but then the thing is, I got so busy that I had to go and do other stuff, so I didn't even get time to film it. So yeah, moving on. So it's a couple of days later, it's Sunday, and yeah, it's 12:23. I would have only gotten out of bed like at 11 and scrolled TikTok and checked YouTube and all the rest of it. And then we've sat there at 12:23 and edited a whole lot of videos and bits and pieces. I just cut it out of me sitting there on the bed because no one needed to see that. And that's how I sit there and edit, and as you can see, it's starting to upload, but it is taking forever. So yeah, it's a waiting game sometimes with things uploading. So then I decided that we need to get dressed. So ta-da, we are in a Christmas shirt. That's probably all I could find. And we need to do our hair. I thought that I would do this really cool transition thing with my hair, and guess what? No. I am just not one of those trendy people, but I share because I hope that someone has a laugh, because, you know, I never take myself too seriously because, as I said, I think that people have this perception of what other people are like on social media, and it's just, it's not here. So that's why you're all my friends and I'm friends with you, because we're all real. And yeah, I just hope that it just makes you feel better that I do not have it together. And then this is how I clearly made the bed today, with just throwing all the cushions on the bed. And I've decided, let's do a load of washing. I clearly was organised this day. Hey everyone, how are you? So yeah, it's Sunday afternoon. Gosh, this room is really echoey with it clean. I do have a rug that I got given from the Buy Nothing group that needs to go in here. I'm not sure whether I just put that in here now and then it's done. Or wait, I really want to do a room transformation. I really want to paint this wall, but we have a few cracks and stuff that's above where the ceiling and the roof meet. And also we have no curtains in here because they're in the cupboard. No. If you watch the cleaning video, you will see, which I'm currently editing and uploading. So it's taken most of the day, which is super frustrating about being a YouTuber because that takes up a lot of time. I was trying to edit last night and I just couldn't concentrate on what I was doing. So yeah, but because our house was built in the 1950s, the cement basically is just deteriorating inside the wall. So I did have curtains hung up, and we went to put a double bracket in the wall so I could have the lace drop and then the curtain drop, and part of the brick just disintegrated when I did it. So I need to get that fixed up by a person because hubby's like, do I look like a handyman? And I was like, well, not right now because all the lights are off. Because we go to bed at like, you know, midnight, 1 o'clock, and I'll go to him, like last weekend. Oh, it's a long weekend. I'm thinking we could do the bedroom transformation. And he's like, do I look like a handyman? What are you going to do about the hole in the wall? And I'm like, we could give it a go. It's probably not giving it a go. But I want to finish now today this area because I feel that I'm finally there to that. It's too sunny to go outside and do any gardening stuff, so I can't get to that. I need to have lunch because I forgot to eat, but I really wanted to get the editing done. So while that's processing, I've got time to do other stuff because I like to pack stuff so it all rolls into one. And with the editing thing, it's hard to explain, but I might put up a video here. As I said, it took months and months to film, and I had done all that cleaning work and stuff before I went away, and I put a little bit of it in the vlog, but people say to me they really want to see cleaning videos, so I had saved all the footage and put it all together. When I put it all together, it was about 12 minutes long, so it would have been a really good video, but it just kind of ended with a couple of piles left in the corridor. And I wanted to show a nice clean corridor, so basically like here's the start and here's the end. But I didn't want to stage it, so otherwise I would have just, as I said, drop kicked all the clothes into the room anyway to sweep the area and go, all the clothes are done, here we go. And then a week later you're seeing, hi, we're back to this mess. And that's not what happened at all. Basically, I got everything down except about 2 piles. It ended up getting spread out through the corridor because we're lazy, we don't move stuff. And then, yeah, visitors came and had to literally push everything into the bedroom really quickly. So basically, I had to clean 9/10 of it all over again. So that's why I tacked it all on, and you see different clothes, different days, nights, all the rest of it, places, because it's basically cleaning all the way through. And it took quite a few months, and that is the reality of it, and that's what I want to share with you guys. So if you can't get something done in like half an hour or so, that's what happens. And I wish that I had timestamped some of it, because you know, I'd go and clean for about 10-15 minutes, and then I'd go and sit down, or I'd check TikTok, or I'd do something else, and then I'd get up and clean for another 15 minutes or so. I knew the job had to get done, I knew the job would get done, but it was really hot and I was getting frustrated. And as I said, everything was like, this needs to go in the kitchen, this needs to go in the lounge room. And some stuff did kind of get dumped there, but it didn't get put where it's meant to go, so I still have to deal with some of that stuff later. It is never ending, yeah. So, bed's made. Do you like the pillows? That stops anyone getting into the bed and having a sleep throughout the day, because sometimes I find children lying in here watching TikTok, and I really want to get this tidy, so let's get to that. So it's 3 o'clock and the video has finally finished uploading. So now we need to go to the computer and sit there and listen to it and just double check some things and work out if everything's okay, ready to go, so we can clean the footage off of our phone. And now it's 5 o'clock and I have literally suddenly remembered I don't have the what's for dinner video up. So we need to now go back to the bedroom because it's quiet and edit that. Hey everyone, it's Kelly. Welcome to another What's for Dinner video. So I would have sat there and recorded the whole thing and then edited the clips. I just showed you that little soundbite to show you how I sit there. Some people say to me, you have such a telephone voice when you do your videos, and it's true, because if I'm sitting there and talking to you guys, which you can hear me right now, this is kind of how I talk and when I talk in my vlogs. But sometimes when I'm doing my voiceover, I'm like, hey everyone, welcome to a new video. It is so my telephone voice, and you know what, I'm okay with that. It is what it is. So clearly this video is editing and processing right now, and there's not much I can do, so I figured let's go do a load of laundry. And then this is where I've suddenly discovered that I've still got the load in there from this morning, so we need to pull that out and deal with it. And also I figured I'd film it because hopefully then we have some footage left over. I've also gone back to the computer to listen to the video for some sound bites and realised there's a few errors, so we have to go and fix that. We go to the bedroom and close the door because the house is pretty echoey. Part 2 of editing again. Right, let's go. I must have been planning also on filming something else, because I'm clearly trying to put my phone into a tripod for some reason. So, but you know, again, I have no idea. So yeah, who knows? We would have got the video uploaded and edited, and then it's time to get to dinner ready. So let's go. So, am I as unhinged as what you thought I was? I'm just here to share the realness of life like I talk about all the time, and just to let you guys know that, yeah, if you're really struggling to get everything together, don't panic, because tomorrow is a new day and there's always stuff to be done, and it'll get done when it gets done. So yeah, if you are doing YouTube yourself or just in life and you're just like, whew, my whole day goes. I used to hear that all the time. Like, mums would be home and people would say, oh, you must enjoy being at home, you get so much stuff done. It's like a blink I miss and the whole day's gone. I totally get that as well. It used to happen to me, but also doing YouTube and all the editing, it takes forever, and yeah, blink and your day is gone. So thank you for joining with me and having a bit of a laugh about how unorganized I am, because you know what? It's the real life and I'm here to entertain you guys. So yeah, why not? Thank you so much for watching. I so appreciate your time, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.